Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Hafi. I'm a graphic designer. I mostly work for a company as a motion graphic designer. I wanted to do a video about biggest misconception about what graphic designers do. So I hear, people often say, well, your job is to make things look pretty or make cool graphics. And yeah, of course, that is one of the objectives of this job. I think they don't understand how much, for example, number one, problem solving is involved. So let's just take an example about, family restaurant. I mean, you probably have seen many times, menus, cluttered menus, thousands of courses, or like everything is just in like one big soup of, fonts, and it's hard to make out what are the best courses, what are the main courses, and so on. And you might think that, the client thinks about these things many times, but sometimes you have to tell him, look, I think it's better to maybe, organize this a little bit better. You might want to emphasize on the chef's special, the best-selling courses, the most affordable ones. You might want to create sections for appetizers, the main courses, and desserts. And you want to make sure, for example, if this is a cozy, warm family restaurant, that the menu reflects that vibe. So you might not want to have a cool modern design for a restaurant like that. The menu has to reflect what you're trying to convey in your business. So this is just like a really small, simplified example of, problem solving for the customer. So after you have made your design for the client, then it's time to do some clarification and communication with the client, and you want to explain to him, why you chose a certain typeface. It's because I feel it's bold, and I think it's something that connects and resonates with your audience. I chose this color palette because I think it's minimalist, it's vibrant, and connects to your brand. Yeah, it's like you have to have some kind of background or a why, for your design. And that way you build up trust with your client, and you are more likely to get constructive feedback. Many times they will just go along with the design when you can back up your work. But sometimes they come with some feedback, but it's usually, very constructive, and it helps you, just refine the design and, close the project. So another aspect that we have to take care of is communication. And often the client comes to us and asks us, we want something modern and cool. And then we have to try to get some more information from him and ask him, look, what is your target audience? What message are you trying to bring to that audience? Often we would ask the client, can you give us examples of designs that you already like? Because oftentimes the client has a ready-made idea in his head about what he wants. We usually take a briefing with the client to, try to get as close to the target or the final step as we can before we go into designing, because you don't just want to make something cool if it doesn't, connect to the company's or the client's customers. So this is something that we have to take into consideration. Yeah, and you hear customers many times complain about it's hard to find, what are good dishes, what are good courses, how are you supposed to know what to have if you have maybe 100 items on the menu? So this is something that graphic designers often have to solve and, communicate to the client that sometimes less is more. You might not want to have 50 or 100 courses on the menu. It's not something that maybe is good for the business, even though I understand clients often want to showcase all of their products or what they have to offer, but simple can often be better. Yeah, so this is like, one of the problems that we have to solve.
So the third thing is strategy. Let's take an example of a gym membership or gym that is trying to build some business after the New Year's resolution. So we would define like a short-term objective or goal to attract new members. Then we would make a long-term plan for the client to keep those customers. And so we would maybe, create a campaign that focuses on like bright colors, simple typography, showcasing real members, not some models or glamour models, real stories from the gym, maybe emphasizing a welcoming environment for new members. And then once you have those new members, we would try to, work more on the long-term campaign. So create some offers for them, some incentives for them to, stay on the membership and basically become a long-term customer of the gym. And afterwards, maybe like in February, end of February or March, we would take note, evaluate the situation and see, how many stuck around and how the campaign is going. Adjust the design and the campaign accordingly so it resonates with the client's wishes and goals. Yeah, so there is, it's not just about making cool graphics. It's also, it's problem solving, strategy, planning, making sure that what the client is asking for is something that he really gets. What is the purpose of the client coming to us? Does he want more members? Does he want more income? Does he want more long-term planning or short-term planning? So many things to think about. So yeah, even though graphic designers do a lot of cool graphics, we also have to use them accordingly. So why are we using these fonts? Why are we, putting this picture here? Why are we, creating certain kind of videos? For example, I work a lot in motion graphics and do a lot of videos, and there is a lot of scripting involved and storyboarding and, whys, and we have to back up our design with certain reasons. So I hope this helped a little bit about clarifying, how graphic designers work. And yeah, if you have any questions, then just hit me up in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, see you on the next one.